Hello everybody. So I'm back live again today because I felt like it. I've been out and I've had coffee and stuff, so I don't think I feel uber hyper, but I feel okay to do this. Not too tired. I'm supposed to be going to Zumba today, but I don't think I'll bother. Not only the fact that I don't want to, but I don't think I can afford it anymore anyway. Ta-da! Hi! How's it going? I'm just about to cook food. Not because I want to, but because I have to. It's my day to cook. Like it is most days these days. You know, my mum used to cook, like, we used to do half and half, or at least, like, she'd do more than me. But now, pretty much, I do most of the cooking, so it sucks. Especially when I'd rather just cosplay and have some fun rather than cooking. I do not find cooking fun at all. At all. Just have to stand around either chopping ingredients or putting stuff together. Luckily, this was one way you can just put everything in the bowl in a sauce and you can just let it do its thing. So let's get on with that, and then I will talk to you guys a bit more once I put everything together. Hello, Jax Sparrow. I don't remember you actually, but you obviously know me. I don't know. I can't even remember. Unless you're the usual Jack, because there was a Jack that came on. Maybe you've changed your name, I don't know. Or just change your name for the stream. So apparently you can do that. I did not know you could do that. And I've watched people's streams and I didn't know you could do that. Mainly because I usually watch their streams after the event, which sucks. I watched a live stream of somebody unboxing their fursuit. And it was one of those kimono, I don't think it's kimono style, but it's like digitigrade legs where it's like really padded at the top. You know, it sticks out like you've got big, massive hips and thighs and shit. It looks great. Anyway, so far, every time I see like unboxing videos or live streams or whatever, people always seem to go with makers, fursuit makers, that actually provide the padding for these digitigrade legs. But mine didn't. Mine aren't, apparently. So I did not know that. It's not really clear, but the person who made them told me that you have to buy it yourself. Or a furry. I'm a furry. I know it's confusing, but I'm more than one thing, and my videos are about more than one thing too. I know. Most people, when they do YouTube, they always have a specific thing that they do in a niche, but I just can't decide on one. I just prefer to have everything in one place. And most people would say, why don't you create another channel for your other stuff? But I'm thinking, that's it's just too much effort to keep signing in and out of each different thing and uploading different videos to different things. And also, I can't live stream on the other channels. I do have an art channel, but I can't live stream on there because, or the Therian channel, which is like Therian and Furry, for my Therian and Furry stuff. But I can't live stream on those channels because I don't have enough subscribers, and I don't have enough time to work on that one as those two as much as I have on this one, because I like to just do one thing at a time. I know there's loads of people that have like millions of accounts or millions of different accounts on the same platform, like YouTube or whatever. But I can't do that. I couldn't keep up with all the different accounts. I have to focus on one or two things. So I already have like a load of different accounts I have to update, like Fur Affinity and DeviantArt and Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, and now I've got Telegram as well. I don't really need anything else. I've got a couple of accounts. I don't know how many accounts it is now on Facebook, but I only really get a chance to bother with one or two of them. My real life account pretty much suffers because I'm on my roleplay accounts more. There's nothing really there's nothing much for me on my real life account because all the real life people suck. It's just all the people from around here who don't like me, really. I don't even know why I have them as friends, to be honest with you. In fact, I think I might have a clear out, but then, like I say, there'll be no one to see my stuff. and that will really suck. So I've decided I'm probably going to have a clear out soon of my supposed Facebook friends. Yeah, right, not really friends. They should not call it friends, they should just call it contacts, because most of them don't even bother with you, do they? Most of the people you have on Facebook are just there. And if you try to interact with them, they go, "Why are you talking to me? I don't know you." That's what I get most of the time. Not lately, this is what it used to be, because like I say, I've separated myself pretty much now from my real life account, and I don't even bother to try and talk to people on there now anymore. Unless I know that they're like me, so if they're like a furry or something, they seem to be more friendlier, like if it's furry or someone with a mental health problem, because I don't know, they're friendlier. Whereas what I call the normal people, like the people from around here, all these girls, they're just like this. They're just like, if you try and talk to them, they'll say, "I don't know you. Why are you talking to me?" And I'm like, but you've added me on Facebook, so why wouldn't I talk to you? Or why wouldn't I assume that you talk to me because you've added me on Facebook? Why have you added me on Facebook? I don't get it. So I'm presuming it's just to bump up their number of friends, and I'm just a number to them. So presume that's all it is. So anyway, I'm gonna have a clear out, and I'm just going to surround myself on my real account with the people I actually like, so you guys, my fans, can. Although I prefer if you didn't. I prefer if you, I don't know, maybe added my roleplay account. But if I have too many people, I might forget who's who. I do sometimes do that. Don't know if it'll work. I think it's worked. Let me check. Alright, I think it's worked. Sorry, bloody connection problem again. Well, you know, I'm in here, aren't I? I don't get Wi-Fi good in here. It'd be better if it was, if the thing was in here. But it's not, because it has to be in the living room. So, what was that? Is it okay if I add you as a character in my comic book? Only if I sort of get money for it, I suppose. And or I draw the art or something and I get paid for drawing the art, then I'll do it. I need my royal advisor to make this decision for me, so I won't make the decision yet, but keep in contact. I'm not going to make the decision yet because I need time to think about it. Unless you say, it's just where I let you have me in it for absolutely free and I don't get anything for it, then. But again, I need some advice first. So you're just going to realize which I prefer. So if you're going to use me as a character, it's got to be my character, you know, I guess, although that is my character, so I'm not sure. It's going to be that, so I'm not sure. Let me think about it. Who's on today? Let me see. Richard and Sam. Wait, who's my pervert control today? Maybe both of you guys can be my pervert control. And the troll control. Oh, and Jackson's here as well, right? Well, the other two can help as well. You're both my control and support. So, Richard and Sam Poole. Hey, Sam Poole watched my Picato live stream. Yay! None of you or anybody else is watching my frickin' live stream on Picato. But if you want to do it, it's picato.tv/Jeremiah and Lino. Okay, so go ahead and watch that. And if you don't want to watch it because you're freaking boring people, then at least share that link in your social media things, your posts and Furfinity and Facebook and whatnot. If you could do me that favor. Anybody who agrees to do that for me will get art in return, or themselves advertise if they have anything they want to advertise. Yeah, he's got a really nice belly. You'll love it. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, yes. So you remember, if you do talk to me on the chat thing on Picato, or if you add my Lino Castorelli account, remember, you've got to call me boss, and you've got to refer to me as male pronouns and male titles, and do not refer to me as my real life self at all. No mention of Rosie or Royal Rosewolf or Kirsty or frickin' she and any this or don't even mention this YouTube or anything, because I say I keep the two separate. Apart from you guys can know about the other one, but the other people from that one can't know about this one. So because most of those people know me as my character, and that's how I prefer it. So that's how I prefer it. I usually keep the two separate, but I suppose it'll be alright because you guys know me as my character and you okay with that. So just remember, and I mean, I would prefer it if people referred to me as Lino and male pronouns on here, but I suppose that's asking too much. But then again, I'm still stuck in the freaking 20th century where people had to be a girl or a boy, depending on what they look like. Like, they couldn't be gender fluid or anything. British. Yeah. And the good kind. The good kind. The good kind of English. Anyway, I'd better start food, so, you know, you can stay on the stream. I'll be talking to you, but I'll be cooking. So, just, that's fair, but ain't comfortable with calling anyone boss, but he is fine. Okay. So, yeah, call me by, like, male pronouns, male titles. As you can see, I'm wearing my mafia boss outfit, my male outfit. You're British as well. That's great. I don't meet so many British people. Everybody's American now. Everybody I meet online is American. And it's really awkward, especially when I want to make a purchase or they want to purchase something from me, because then they have to do all that converting with the dollars and shit. And nobody knows what the freaking conversion is. So we have to look it up, and then it's like a whole load of stuff. And also it's really annoying and it's boring, and also you have to pay custom charges for freaking fursuit legs that you ordered from an American freaking maker or whatever, wherever this person comes from. I've had to pay £1 million worth of custom charges, which I'm not happy about. American here. He didn't even answer me. How rude. I'm afraid I will continue to refer to you with female pronouns. Also, I am from America. Oh, that's so rude. That is so freak rude. That is so freak rude. Can you sue people for not doing what you asked them to do? Because you should be able to, because, yes. I don't take too kindly to people who won't do as I want them to do. Especially seeing as how it's my right to be called whatever I want, especially in this day and age. Yeah. I think it's best for everybody, mainly me, if I take on and adopt the ways of 2019. So, as much as I don't agree with all this weird shit, all this weird shit that's going on, I think I might join it rather than try and beat it, because I think actually it could benefit me a bit. So, there. So, basically, let's say you have moves or get a reduction. Random weird thoughts. How are you? How dare you? Yeah, indeed, Jax. Actually, Jax, I thought you were saying how are you at first, and I thought, how rude of him. Yeah, I do say I've got man boobs, but they're not small enough to be man boobs, so that's a shame. I would get a reduction, but it's painful and costly. Apparently, you can't get it on the NHS. I don't think. And if you do, you have to have millions of years of therapy first. Who has the time for that? I don't. But yeah, it's really painful. Apparently, it's painful for about a year after, and I'm not. Oh yeah, and it's probably, you'll probably think it's a good thing, but it's not for me in my situation. But you also have to be on bed rest for about a year after having a reduction. Then work on your big boss. Yeah. Oh, big belly, right. Yeah, but as I work on my big belly, my boobs are going to get bigger as well, so it's like really hard. I have long hair and big twits. Big twits. Here, I'm doing it again. And I'm doing it again. I'm supposed to be cooking. Don't worry, I'll get round to telling people off it. Oh dear. I've done way too much now. Thanks for distracting me with that lot of annoyingness. Ugh. Everybody, even my favourite fans today are being kind of annoying, so I don't mind the fact that I am having to not show myself to you right now, because that would be a reward. That would just be rewarding bad behaviour, so yeah. You're not going to see me until you agree to do as I say and stuff. It's not like what I'm asking you to do is like anything bad or anything that would be a terrible sort of, I have no idea what I'm saying. You know, it's not like I'm asking you to jump off a bridge or something from it, you know. I just request that you respect my own identity and my own self. I know people don't feel comfortable with it, and that's what I've had to grow up with, people not feeling comfortable with referring to me in the manner of which I wish to be identified as. So that's the problem I've had all the time growing up. Like, my mum wouldn't even do it, and I sort of understood that, but when other people, like strangers who don't even know me, won't do it, then that's where I have a problem. But yeah, I do understand my mum had a problem with doing it. You know, she had a problem with calling me by male pronouns and what have you. Oh, and referring to me as her son. She wouldn't do it. And I totally understood. As much as it upset me, I understood. I mean, she tried her best. But when it came to other people, she just couldn't do it. And I remember this one time we went out and I was dressed proper like a boy. I was wearing my suit, like always. I remember I was like 13. No, hang on. How old was I? Probably 14. I think it was about 14 or 15. Definitely 14. Right, I was 14 and we were at Asda, which is just down the road from us. And I remember there's this pervy guy showed up, which we had met before, but he didn't obviously remember or something. But I actually thought I was a guy, a boy, and he kept like calling me like boy things, and it made me really happy, and I was so pleased. But then my mum went along with it for a little while, but then she blew it and she said actually she's a girl, and I was like, oh my god, thanks mum. I was really pissed off. Not only that, but as soon as he learned I was a girl, he was all up in my face. He practically pushed his body up against mine and squished me against the glass window of Asda. I mean, he was already all over me when he thought I was a male. But when he found out I was actually female, he was really up in there. So I was even more pissed off because, you know, he turned his pervert on then. As soon as he knew it was a girl, he turned his pervert on. And my mum was right there. Just remember this, my mum was right there, and he had the nerve to push me up against the freaking window. And he was like hovering over me like this. He was like, I was like, for God's sake. I have no idea. He was gross. I didn't really care. I was an innocent little kid. And I'd met him previously before when I was dressed in my girl's clothes, but that was like years before, when I was probably 13, and he was perverted then. He actually hugged me in front of my mum. Now, we'd only just met that time. And do you want to know how we ended up talking? It's because we had the dog at the time, not this one. We had Baldrick at the time, our dog that looks pretty similar to this one that we've got now. We've got a picture of him actually, he's over there. I'll show you in a bit, just remind me. Yeah, and so I did my usual thing of getting pissed off because every time we were out, the people always stopped to talk to us, but it was always about the dog, and they only ever like talked about the dog, and I used to get upset that it wasn't about me. But in this instance, it happened to be, he happened to use the dog as an excuse to start talking to us so he could be around me. And as my mum went to walk off, she turned around and she saw that he was hugging me and he wouldn't let me go. And my mum told me after I finally got free, she told me, do you know why he was hugging you, don't you? And she went, because he wanted to feel your boobs against his body. I was 13 years old. I mean, I had some pretty big tits by then. Probably not really, I can't remember. They felt huge. I will admit, when they were first developing, it was like a kind of novelty, but then after a little while, they felt like really big. They were probably only size A or B or something, and yet they felt massive. They felt like they were hanging off my chest, and it was so uncomfortable. I hated it so much. But yeah. So I'm not like other girls who was like desperate to get big boobs as soon as possible. As a kid, I was always like, I loved my flat chest, and when I got boobs, it was actually a nightmare. Not a thought to want to think about. That guy seems naughty. Was he there? To get the right pronoun. I know quite a few trans people, to be fair. I actually find that easier to get the right pronouns. I'm trying my best on that. Okay, you're trying your best, that's fine. You could go short hair again. He and they is fine. But I don't like they. That makes me a nothing. It's got to be he. He or she. I mean, I don't really mind. I just prefer male pronouns. I don't really hate you for it if you can't do it. But if you can, just try, okay? I won't ask the impossible of you. But yeah, I'm not doing short hair because I like my long hair anyway. I'm more androgynous or gender fluid more than actually transgender. I'm not transgender. I actually think that's a bit weird to transition. I don't think I could do that, but I actually like being a girl. Don't get me wrong, I like being a girl now. I didn't used to like being a girl, but I kind of just prefer, I don't know. I like a bit of both. I like to be both, so not at the same time, but I like to sort of have the real me, and then I've got like the character that I play, which is male. I got no problem with that, good. So my character that I play, my persona is male, but the real me is female, and I'm fine with that. Sometimes I do go through times where I would prefer to, you know, would prefer to be a boy, a guy, but it sometimes passes and sometimes it's fine, yeah, you know. Androgyny. So yeah, I suppose my character, Lino, is androgynous, and all my other characters that I've got that are male, they're all androgynous, which means they've sort of got more feminine bodies. They've got like just man boobs or flat chest, but then they've got sort of big hips and butt, which I really love in men. The problem is I can't be really androgynous because I could be probably more male because my body's more freaking flat. It's not as curvaceous as I'd like it to be. And don't tell me to put on weight because that won't work. I've already put on weight and my body's still not very curvaceous. It's just a funny shape, really. It's not the shape I'd like. It's not curvy. It's not really proper curvy as I'd like it to be. Not as sort of. I like to be pear-shaped, but apparently I'm more. I have like big top hip and then tiny bottom hip and then legs go down like that, rather than the usual, you know, goes out, then it goes into the thighs and it's big at the thighs as well. I don't have that because of stupid genetics. I mean, I know Sam Poole thought that it was probably because I didn't get enough estrogen when I was going through puberty, but I don't think it's that. I think it's just genetics. You'd have to look at my mum and you'll know what I mean. My mum's the same. She has barely any hips. She has like big top half of hips. Like, so she got the waist that goes in, then she has big top half, and then it goes out, and then it goes like down like that. So it's pretty much like this, watch. This is body. This is my body as well. Whatever that is. So try upside down triangle, rather than hourglass or whatever. That's why you have hip problems. Yeah, I do. I think that because of my body shape, because I've got big hips on top, but then they go down inwards like a hip dip. It's not quite a hip dip. It goes out, then in, then down. And I think that the bigness of the top half is putting a lot of pressure on the smallness of my bottom half. And I think, you know, that's the problem, you see. And that's why I've been going sort of between whether I want to gain weight or not. So I'm not really sure if I want to exacerbate the problem that I've already got, which is I had terrible hip joint problems yesterday. My hip, this one, it's usually this one that's my problem one, but this one was the problem one yesterday. I was wearing these pants and I had to take them off I was getting changed, and then something came up. I had to be without them for a while, and I was freaking freezing. And my hip started hurting. I feel like an proper old lady. But my hip actually started, and the top half of my hip. Normally, it's the joint bit between the hip and the thigh that hurts, but yeah. And the doctors aren't interested, so don't tell me to go to the doctors. They're not interested in bothering. Hello, Honda. You're one of the good ones, aren't you? Not the perverted weirdos. No offense, but I like my channel to stay as nice and sweet and innocent as possible, and just about nice, fun topics. Even though I do like to wear sexy outfits. I do sometimes, but it's a bit nippy at the moment, so I don't think I'll be doing that. Yeah, see. Yes, that's alright then, because that's where people get their mobility. You probably have problems if you get over 200. I think. I just don't want to exacerbate the problem. I mean, I'm not very fat now, and I'm getting the problem now. So imagine if I get like bigger, it might be a problem. Most people that doesn't. I don't know many people my own age that has this problem. There probably are. My mum, when she was my age, I mean, your body, your life. My mum, when she was my age, she only started out with lower back pain or backache. I don't know what it was really, but I just remember I used to, when she was in her 40s, after she had me, and I used to say, "Can you carry me?" and whatnot. She used to say, "No, I can't because I've got a bad back." That's what I used to hear a lot of. I've got a bad back, and now I've got it too. Both upper and lower back. Today it's my upper back that's bothering me. Same yesterday and the day before. Now that usually only happens when I wear the corset, but it's been happening, and I've been without the corset for about a week now. But he's huge. Oh, I know someone with arthritis your age can barely walk, but he's huge too. It doesn't help. Yeah, it doesn't help. That's why I've been sort of back and forth between whether to gain weight or not. My mum is the one who recommends I don't gain weight because she thinks it's going to not help my poor skeleton, which is already getting there. It's getting bad already. You know, my mum, she's got lots of problems with her with arthritis, osteoarthritis. She's got lumbar spinal stenosis. I think, is that the trapped nerves one? She's got the degenerative discs, which is down to probably a lot of wear and tear from the grinding together all these years because she's been fat and she's had to carry heavy things in her past. Hopefully those issues aren't as bad as the size never helps. I'm going to start working out now. As much as I love to get fat, I enjoy riding my bike. Same here. Yeah, I've kind of just been going between it lately. I wanted to gain weight, but I'm just wondering if it's a good idea or not. The idea of it's really fun. I really like the idea. You still waist training? Yes. The last time I wore my corset was on Wednesday, but I haven't worn it since because it's been too hot. And I was sweltering on Wednesday because it was really hot that day. And I thought, it'll be all right, I'll just take it slow. Maybe I won't swelter, but no, I sweltered. I thought, well, it was not that hot. But it was, after a bit of walking, going from Martin's Bakery in the park and stuff. Yeah. So. I mean, I'm standing now, my back's starting to ache. I can't stand for long without it being a problem, so I have to sit down. But I can't because I have to cook, which I hate doing. The Icelandic model, what? What did he do? Waist train? She. I don't know. Is that a girl or boy? And what do you mean, waist training? Or being carried around? What did Ottoni do? 90-year-old eggs and Greeks. Alright, yeah. I know lots of people, models and stuff that do that. But they go a bit too far with it, to the point where they actually remove freaking ribs and shit and squash all their organs together. I don't like the idea of that. I'm only doing it a little bit just to sort of move the fat around. I'm hoping that the fat from here will go down into my bum and hips and thighs. Wouldn't that be great if that happened? But none of it go to my boobs. In fact, I need a corset for my boobs to squish them in and down so it goes to my belly. And then the rest of, and the stuff here can all go, my waist here, can go to my bum and hips. How great would that be if that could happen? But I don't think that's possible. What do you think? Do you think that's possible? Anything's possible, right? I like to think anything's possible. Even if it's balmy, but I like to think anything's possible. Doing it. I'm getting distracted again when I'm supposed to be cooking. It's not good. That's no good. That is no good. Oh! Oh god. Put nearly all the freaking bottle in. I didn't mean to. Oh man, now I can't get it back in. Get in! Oh, it's just going over the sides. Oh man, now it's going to be all thick and disgusting. I hate this sauce thick. It's not supposed to be thick, it's supposed to be more runny. That's how I like it. Normally I like my sauces thick, but not this one. Man, I'll have to thin it out with water later. Man. What did everybody else say now? Improbable, but not impossible. Oh, man. That's it. Things are improbable, not impossible. That's why I'm going to experiment. So far, I've been wearing it most days, but not every day. I think, aren't you supposed to wear it every day? But for how long? I can only stand it for about maybe a couple of hours. I couldn't wear it all day, every day, or some people wear it while they sleep, don't they? Jeez, I could not do that. You probably get better results. If I wore it more. Yeah, but what about my upper back? It makes my upper back ache like mad. I put everything. In fact, I couldn't sleep because of my upper back aches this time. I can't remember if I never fell asleep or I woke up in the middle of the night, but I had to make the pillows big and stack them on top of each other. And then just sort of go like that on top of them. Go like that. And then I was able to relax and sleep then. And it eased the ache. By the way, that's how I used to sleep as a kid. I didn't have my head on the pillows like most people. I used to hang over the pillows and have them about here with my arms like this, like a dog. Like this. And my head would be on the mattress or on the floor sometimes. So I used to sleep on a mattress. So the mattress would end where the pillows ended and my head would be like down the side of the mattress, or the front of the mattress should I say, on the floor. So my head would be on the floor. Oh man. You gotta go do nerd stuff. Okay. Go do nerd stuff. So you were ending my stream to do nerd stuff. Oh, thanks a lot. Black issues will get... back bleh. I can't say it. Back issues. I do hope so, but it's not likely. But I fear that I'm just going to end up like my mum and it's just going to get worse. For all I know, the degenerative discs have already started on me. I don't know, do I? Maybe that's why I'm having problems. Maybe that's why she has such problems. And then they just got worse and worse to the point where she was in pain all the time. And in severe pain. I don't want that to happen. Yeah, I know what D&D is. I used to not know what it was, but of course people keep saying they're doing it and I have to keep asking what D&D is and everybody says it's Dungeons and Dragons, so now it's kind of etched into my head, sadly. I don't really need to know that. There's so many feckin' nerds. Feckin'. So nerds used to be the minority, now the majority. So I kind of hate to do this, but I did promise everybody for this live stream, I did promise I would put my wig on. I got a new short wig. Oh, before you go, I think, who was it now that said that to get short hair? I can't remember who it was that said to get short hair, but whoever it was, I have a message for you, and that is, I'm not going to cut my hair, I'll have it cut, but I am going to get wigs to make my hair shorter so that I have the option between both. Because if I cut my hair off and it was permanently short, I'd hate that. Because I like my long hair. As annoying it is, it's fucking annoying. My long hair is annoying, but it looks good, so... Yeah, I know that, we've established that. So, I like my long hair, but if I ever want to look more like a boy and have short hair, I'll just use wigs. Yeah, it looks okay, but I don't think I'd like to permanently have my hair like that. I'll show you. So I put it on yesterday and I'm kind of part happy with it and part not happy. So if you would, Sam, maybe you could just stay while I put my wig on so you can see if it's okay. Maybe one of yous can be my look royal advisor. So you can say whether stuff looks good on me or not. And whether I should make it a permanent look or not. Or whatever. So black hair, I was thinking of black hair but not permanent again, it have to be wig. So I'm just gonna put it on for you guys. By the way, I still got my coat on, but it's because I was going back outside to do the gate, but I'm gonna take it off now because I'll do it later. That was the plan. When I get into a live stream, I really get into it, don't I? So, I mean, I've been bursting for a week for the past hour that I've been live streaming. Sorry, 36 minutes I've been live streaming. There's 7. Here we go. Got it. It's like a proper anime cosplay wig. So it should be the style of the picture that I showed you. But I'll just give you a reminder as much as you'll probably hate it. So it's not exactly his hairstyle, but it's the similarest one I could find. Surely there is hairstyles that look like that, but I've not found them. I look for short wigs. Or short, spiky, wispy wigs, I don't know. I've tried all that, but it just comes up with all these annoying bob-type wigs. I hate bobs. But it always comes up with, like, these sleek bobs that are just, like, mid-length here, and they kind of, you know the ones, right? The longish or medium bobs. I hate those. But that's all it comes up with when you look for short black wigs. So, yeah, it's his hairstyle. Oh, dear. Down to only one viewer. So I'm going to put this on for you guys now, even though there's like nobody watching. Practically nobody. Obviously Sam Pool's disappeared now. Das ist es. That is sad. What's German for sad? No, that's not it. It was a word that's also used for something else. Schlecht is bad. So it's bad as well. It's bad. Es ist schlecht. I want to try and do this. Right, so you're supposed to go like that. This was the instructions. Where is it? Hang on. Let me just check something. Is it that way or that way? Oh man, I don't know. Oh, I forgot. I'm going to try both. Hang on. This is going to be really difficult. I did it dead easy yesterday. But of course today, it's going to be annoying. And I think that's not right. Now what? How do I do this? It shows you on the thing, but oh, I don't know what. I'm just going to do it the way I've been doing it. It's a lot easier. Can't be bothered with all that rackety, stupid annoyingness. So I'm just going to put it in the flattest ponytail that I can do. And there we go. And then we'll do it this way. I still don't know which way around it's supposed to be. God, I look like an idiot. I look terrible like that. It's a bit thingy. No, maybe not. I didn't have this problem yesterday. I did it so easy, so maybe it is this way. I'll try. Or maybe not, I don't know. Help me. I think it's the other way, but this is easier, so I'm doing it this way. I think it's hard because I keep getting my hair. Oh, what's that? Something just dropped. That looks silly. Oh, that looks so bad. I don't think this is right. Just one person watching, that sucks. I think it's the other way. But you know what? I don't care. I'll be doing it proper on the night. So on the day, on the Halloween. So right now I'm just practicing at the moment with the wig and the things, the other costume bits. Shame my usual fans aren't on, and one of my usual fans has disappeared right in time for the actual thingy. Okay, now that was stupid. Right, now I'm going to try and figure out which way this goes on. That's the back, that's the front. Okay. So I'm going to try and put... Normally I'd probably just get it all ready first and then... I mean, that just looks dreadful. That just looks fucking dreadful, doesn't it? How did I do it yesterday? Because I did it brilliant yesterday. The wig is not exactly great. I hate the long bits. I think that's wrong. Sorry, guys. Oh, you're kidding me. This is a bit stuck. Oh, right. It's stuck on something. Jeez Christ. No, it's not. It's supposed to be like that. Okay. Okay, it's supposed to be like that. Okay, that's alright then. Okay. So, yeah, that goes like that, and then that goes like that. The dog's watching me, which I hate. I don't like the dog watching me do stuff like this because I feel silly. Oh god. I did not do this like this yesterday, but it's not working properly today. It's not on. Fantastic. I'm afraid, sorry guys. But if I put it under my ears, it might be better. There we go. It doesn't feel very secure. Feels like it's gonna go shatoing! Shatoing. So you can just style it however you want, but I think it's supposed to be like that. But I don't like it like that at all. So it looks nothing, it doesn't really look like the character's hair, but I'm gonna try and style it. I really wanted a longer short wig, if that makes sense. I wanted a longer short wig so I could cut it into the style, because I know how to do the style. I've done the style before. Hang on. There we go. It keeps snapping. Okay. Yeah, well, the character doesn't have long blonde hair, so I can't really do that. So in other words, you think it looks bad. It's okay, just come out and say it, I don't mind. I'm sure I can get my money back. I'll send it back and get my money back. I need honesty here. Guys, brutal honesty. Feckin' say it's terrible. Feckin' say it's hideous. You look hideous with that wig on. Just come out and say it. Okay. I need the truth because I need to know whether to send this back or not. I need time to get another one, you see. I don't think it looks terrible, but I think it could be better. Like, I think it needs more hair at the sides. I don't like the fact that it's sort of almost bald here and then it just sticks up here and it's all like long hair. I don't like that really. In fact, I think it could look probably better without the long bits. I actually hate the long bits very much. I hate them with a passion. Not the one. Right. You do not look terrible. I think on Helen, it looks neither great nor so horrible. There is worse stuff out there, I agree with you. Now, before we move on, can you guys just tell me exactly what's horrible about it? I need to know whether it's the style or whether it just looks like a cheap and nasty wig or both. I think it's both. I think this looks like when I used to have really bad haircuts. When, you know, it's supposed to be the style, but it's a bad version of the style. Do you know what I mean? Like it's supposed to be like a cosplay, you know, anime character wig, and in the pictures it looks like good, but on people it looks just bloody terrible because it's just looks crap. So that's like, it looks good like that, but in fact I did it in a way that made it look better, but only for this side. So I tried it parted in the middle, which I thought looked a bit better than parted in the side. So that's it parted in the middle, and this is it parted in the side, which it's supposed to be parted in the middle, I think. I'm not really sure. Or parted a bit off to the side. Either way, it's just dreadful. I don't think it's the right one either. I think I agree. It doesn't look like him, does it? It doesn't look like his hair. Ta-da! I was gonna try and, you know, style it, but I don't think it can be because it's too short at the sides. I was gonna get these bits and just sort of curl them. Right. But do you know what? I'm gonna move that. It's actually pissing me off. So I was gonna try and get these bits, these long bits, and I was going to curl them so they'd go up like his hair. And his hair sort of goes more like that. He has like a quiff type thing, but I'm not bothered about making that look right. I just want the sides to sort of stick out like his hair. Hang on. I got it to do it. So they need to be cut, so I'd have to cut them and then sort of curl them upwards. But I don't know. My mum thinks it looks okay, actually. My mum likes it. Normally, I usually think her opinion is really great, but I don't think she's right about this one. I think it's more of an it'll do sort of situation rather than it being brilliant, yeah, like, Perfect. Now it has some holes, now I'm presuming they're for clips. So how about with the ears? Does it look better with the ears? Because obviously I'm not going to wear it without the ears. God, it doesn't look terrible, you're right, but I still prefer... Do you know what? I was thinking that as soon as I put it on. I thought, oh my god, it's a Karen wig. It's a Karen hairstyle. I was thinking that as soon as I put it on. I thought, oh my god, I look like her. I look like Kit Kit. I was thinking that myself. Can I speak to the manager? Just kidding. I am the manager because look, I'm wearing a tie. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's that. But it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be an anime cosplay wig. But it does look. It does remind me of that. Yeah. Right. Let's put some stuff in here. Some herbs and spices and shit. It looks a bit better with the ears. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It just looked better with the ears. I forgot to put on the ears. To be honest, I meant to put on the ears like straight away, but we got carried away, didn't we? I love the smell of cumin. I love it. I love it. I love it. It reminds me of garam masala. I don't know why. It smells similar, I think. It reminds me of lovely curry stuff. I'm so hungry. I'm so thirsty. I'm so everything. I'm bursting for a wee as well. Yeah, it does look better with the ears, does it? Do you think it looks more like him now? So remember, I'm gonna try curling it first before I grumble. So what do you think if I curl it, it would look more like him, look, see? And this bit would be curled as well, like that. So I'd curl it upwards, and I'd curl this bit sort of upwards, and I'd curl that bit sort of upwards as well. I think it looks better like that, actually. I think it looks better like that. Yeah, I'm going to do that before I grumble and send it back to the... Before I do, can I speak to the manager? Because I was thinking at first when you said that, I thought, oh, you know, I thought you were saying I got to speak to the manager about it, but then, oh, wait a minute, no. Yes, it looks more like the drawing. We should wait and see after you curl those bits. Actually, another thing is I do have a wig. I did finally find a wig that looks like his hair, but it's curly. I mean, it's actually curly. It doesn't just stick up. It's curly and it kind of does go up a bit like his does. Yeah, but it was a man's wig, so I was thinking it might be too big for my little teeny tiny head. I only have a teeny head, you know. My face may look huge, but my actual skull, my head, is actually very small. I look more like a Neanderthal. I really do. I'm not kidding. I look like a Neanderthal, or whichever those people were that had these teeny tiny skulls. I have one of those. Probably why I'm an idiot. That could be why I'm so freaking stupid. Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be the one. I am stupid. I am. Trust me, I am stupid. I've paid like almost £1,000 for fursuit legs that do not fit, and no refunds available. Sorry. Actually, I don't think it looks too bad now. I think it looks better, like you said. I think it does. Because I was thinking, why did I think it looked good yesterday? And then I realised I had the ears on, that's why. Thank you. Except with the long shirt and tie, you look like a waitress. Ugh. I don't want to look like a freaking waitress. I want to look like a mafia boss. Pisses me off when people say stuff like that. Like, I was wearing a suit one time when I went out, and somebody said I look like a feckin' secretary, and I'm like, I don't want to look like a secretary. I want to look like a businessman. For God's sake, Marlene. I don't want to look like a feckin' female in a suit. I want to look like a male. I want to look like a mafia boss. Not a stewardess or a waitress or a frickin' secretary. I'm powerful. Those people aren't powerful. How rude. How rude of you to compare me with somebody who is a busboy, or girl, or whatever. Ugh. So just for that, I'm going to freaking get my gun and saying I shoot you down, as the song says. Oh my God, you get way more attention looking like a female. You should wear a fedora if you want to complete the look. Make sure it has holes for the ears. That would be a good idea. Do I have to cut the holes in, or can you get ones with holes in? I'm just curious. You can buy anything these days, can't you? Oh, I think that would look silly. But I'd have to cut them myself, wouldn't I? Because I have to make sure they're in the right place. It's not the slightest thing though, and they're going to be off because I haven't secured them. You need a vest and a pocket watch as well as a cane. And your mum, I'm like, yeah, you're right. You sure you would have to cut the holes yourself? Yeah, I thought I might do. A fedora. So fedora, a waistcoat. Oh, by the way, Daniel, in England, a vest is an undergarment. Who's that? I look like this. I'm gonna go to the door like this. I'm gonna go to the door like this. I am. I'm gonna go to the door like this. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm just gonna see who it is first. It might be someone who I don't want it to see like this. I think it's Kevin. Oh God, I'm not sure I want to see him like this. I'm gonna take it off. Sorry, I'm not brave enough. I'm not brave. Hello.
How are we doing? You alright?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Is the boss lady in?
I'm the boss right now.
You're the boss?
Yeah, I'm the boss. Look, I'm wearing the boss's outfit.
Right, we're all done. They're coming picking the digger up tomorrow.
Oh, you've done? I didn't even hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's all done. They're going to come tomorrow morning and pick the digger up.
Does that mean we have to pay for, like, it just sitting there again?
No, it's not fired. As soon as I say done, it's not fired.
Do you do that when you leave each day, by the way, or do we have to still pay for it being here?
For a minimum week.
Right.
Which I told your mum that.
Did you tell her the price?
No, because I don't know the price.
No, apparently nobody knows the price. Nobody's told us anything yet. We don't even know if we can afford it, by the way, just to let you know. We have no idea.
Right, probably.
Because we weren't given a quote or anything.
Probably. Well, I told your mum it'd be cost plus 10%.
Right.
So, yeah. Well, it is what it is. If your mum can't afford it, she can't afford it. There's not much I can do.
By the way, can I ask you something? If she can't afford it, what happens? Do they let her off, or does she still have to pay?
I'm not going to let you off. I don't work for free.
Well, I know that. I'm just saying, what if she can't pay? Then what? What happens?
Well, I've come to some agreement where she might pay me monthly.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not going to let you off. I've done it at cost.
Well, we know. I know that. I'm just asking you what would happen. That's all I'm saying.
Well, no, I don't want to fall out with you, Mum. She's a nice lady. I'll send you the price of it, and you can take it from there.
Okay. Because you wanted to know the price ages ago to know before it was done.
I can't tell you how long it's going to take if I don't know. Otherwise, I'll give you a whopping price and I'll frighten the hell out of you.
Right.
Nobody in this game.
She knows that. Yeah, she knows that. She knows it.
Right. Nobody.
Yeah.
You're recording me there.
I'm not recording. I'm just got my phone.
All right. I'm doing it for your mum. Cost plus 10%.
Right.
What it cost me is what it'll cost your mum.
Right.
No, I'm not being funny. Go and find another drain company who'll do that.
Right. Okay. It's fine.
Yeah. If you're not happy with that, there's not much I can do.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to talk to her? I can go get her
I
rest.
don't need to talk to her.
She's just resting. That's all.
I'll let her rest. It's okay.
Okay.
They'll come and picking the digger up tomorrow.
Right.
And then I'll once I know the price, I'll text your mum and tell
Okay.
you the price.
That's good.
And then it is what it is.
All right.
I'm not being funny.
I know. I
I've
know.
done you a
Yeah.
favour here.
I know.
I feel like being a little bit shitty with me.
I'm not being shit. No, I just want to know.
I really don't like it.
Hey.
I got a bit of grief off your mum yesterday, and you're telling me you're not going to be able to pay today.
Oh my goodness.
So
Yeah, I think you need to talk to my mum about that
I
because
find it really funny, to be honest with you. Giving grief when I'm trying to do you a favour, and I'm getting grief over it.
she said she was never told the price and she doesn't even know she can afford it. So
If you want me to tell you a price, I'll frighten the life out of you and tell you a price. Otherwise, I can try and be nice and do you a favour and do it dirt cheap for you.
and you're doing it dirt cheap.
I'm doing it at cost. How much cheaper can I do that?
Right. Okay.
How much cheaper can I do that? I tell you
Okay.
what, shall I pay you so I can do your drains?
Oh my god. Okay. Mum will be hearing about this. I'm watching him with his van going out. Got a grief from my mum yesterday. Did you hear that? I bet he's not going to close the gate either. Just going to drive off, not even close the gate. And if he does close the gate, he'll probably be rough with it. I can't believe you're saying that. I can't believe someone's saying that when someone's just been shitty with me on camera, and all you can say is go eat something. Yeah. So I've had grief from him, and now I'm having grief from people on my live stream. Good. Well, that pleases me. Well, bye. And if you want me to do anything on camera, you've got to pay me. I keep saying that. I'm not doing things for free, especially when people are demanding for me to do stuff.